Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dhanashree and I'm a doctor working in the UK. In my last video, we spoke about routes to GMC registration, and in today's video, we will talk about how to get on the specialist register in the UK. So let's jump right into the video. Now, if you remember from my last video, we said that in order to practice as a doctor in the UK, you need to be fully GMC registered with a license to practice medicine. Similarly, if you want to take up a consultant post in the UK, you need to be on the specialist register. So what is the specialist register? It is essentially a list of all doctors who are eligible to apply for an honorary or substantiative consultant in the UK. The third register is the GP register, which is for all the general practitioners in the UK. So how do you get on the specialist register? There are two routes, the CCT route and the CESR route. CCT stands for Certificate of Completion of Training. It is essentially awarded to doctors who have completed a GMC approved specialty training program through the relevant Royal College. Most of the UK training programs have two parts, core training and specialty training, and applications for these training programs are to be made online via a portal called Oriel. Depending on the specialty, there are different requirements to enter the program, but generally speaking, the first step involves uploading your portfolio, which is nothing but your CV, a proof of your knowledge, skills, degrees, into the online system, and then candidates would be shortlisted and would be interviewed to be given a nationwide national training number. Depending on your rank and the number of available posts, you would then be recruited to the program. I will discuss this process in more details in my next video so that you get a better idea, as applications for these training programs are opening soon. Now let's get back to our topic. Before we move on to the next route, which is the CESR route, I want to talk briefly about the CESR-CP route. Prior to 2021, doctors who had completed part of their training overseas and only specialty training in the UK were awarded CESR-CP. However, on 11th of June 2021, the GMC announced that a CCT will be awarded to these doctors instead. Thus, we don't need to worry about CESR-CP at all. Now let's talk about the CESR route. CESR stands for Certificate of Eligibility for Specialist Registration. This is for doctors who have not completed a GMC approved specialist training program, essentially for doctors who have been trained outside of the UK. For a doctor to be awarded a CESR, they have to demonstrate to the GMC that their specialty training, qualifications, skills, knowledge and experience are equivalent to the requirements for CCT in the UK. Now you can imagine how tedious this can get to prove that your competencies are equivalent, and the process involves submitting a portfolio which can be about a 1,000-page document, and each Royal College will assess the application against the relevant curriculum before providing a recommendation to the GMC, who will then make a decision. But there's good news. Recently in August 2023, the GMC has released a statement proposing a new legislation which will be in place since November 2023, which no longer refers to equivalence and gives more flexibility to accept a broader range of evidence. This pathway will then be called the portfolio pathway, which better describes the application process. This change is still under process, and a specialty specific guidance will be updated on the GMC website soon. I will put in a link in the description box below for you to keep an eye out for the updates. So, this means that if you have already completed a specialty training back home, or even if you haven't completed an official training program but have too much experience in your specialty, then this route is for you. It is important to note here that for such an experienced doctor, there are other senior roles in the NHS such as SAS doctor, specialty doctor, or even a locum consultant. While working in these jobs, you can collect the necessary evidence to complete your CESR. Now, a question you may have is there a practical difference between CCT and CESR? And does it matter how you get on the specialist register? Well, according to Health Education England, Within the UK, there is no difference in the recognition of CCT and CESR, and getting on the specialist register allows you to apply for substantiative consultant posts in the UK. However, elsewhere in Europe and UAE, a CCT is preferred to a CESR. Once you've understood this basic difference, it is for you to decide which route suits you best, and this will mainly depend on the level of experience that you have in your home country. If you're moving to the UK immediately after MBBS, then it is best you enter into a formal UK training program, right from core training to specialty training. If you move after your post-graduation, then you can skip core training and pursue specialty training and still be awarded a CCT. If you make the move very late in your career, it is perhaps better to skip training altogether and aim for a CESR instead, as you would be overqualified to enter into a UK training program. Whatever route you think is best for you, you need to be clear since the beginning of your UK journey so that you don't end up delaying your career progression. So that's it, guys. This is all about routes to specialist registration in the UK. In my next video, I will talk about training applications, their timeline, and portfolio building. If my videos are helping you in your NHS journey, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that I can keep making more of these. If you haven't seen my previous video, I will link it here for your convenience. I will see you in my next video, and until then, take care.